Warning, this is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing no harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind, cause you know we coming up. We be spending all the time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind, cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters. Do many years in the game, so you know I paid my dues. No need for the fame, I'm taking names, so I know. And when Moshe blows up, I'm emailing all them.
Haters make me famous.
What the haters know about that Moshe music? Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I do this 25/8 pain and sweat on these tracks, haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I have no dinner table, my studio is the kitchen. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I got a degree on my wall, so it says I know what I'm doing. Haters.
Haters.
I dust off them haters, and then I take a pause. It's a shame that this game got us all so involved. They flapping their jaws and they grinding their teeth. Everybody fighting for the microphone on my beat. See my and my word is all I have. Call me Tony Montana on this label that I have. Having anger towards everyone reaching success. Haters coming and I'll be their number one prospect. I work real hard, it gains some respect. 24 hours
What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cap Nation Live. Friday edition. Welcome, everybody. Another day, another week, another Friday. Another Friday in the books. Gonna be in the books. And it's gonna be a good one. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have everybody tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have each and every single one of you here. Ready to rock and roll on this beautiful and blessed morning. Just getting into the swing of things. And ready to have a good day today. Free plays were off the hook yesterday. Soccer was off the hook yesterday. I bet with the GOAT what's going on. Good morning, everybody. Big blanket. Good morning to everybody. What's going on, Josh? Appreciate that. Brandon 33, what's going on, buddy? What is going on? Already. Gonna try and duplicate yesterday's free plays for us. William tuning in via text. Good morning, my brother. They will, Nick. They will. They absolutely will. You know, it happens. You know, it happens. Games go south. Toledo, falling flat at the end of the game. That's nothing to do with me or the guys in the office. We're not out on the fucking court. Virginia laying 5, getting the win, but can't cover. Sorry, but that's not us on the court. San Diego State playing like dog shit against Wyoming, of all things. Sorry, it's not us out on the fucking court. You know, all we can do is put us in the prime spots, just like the other day on Wednesday. No different than Wednesday. Charlotte and UTSA over. Monster first half scoring, and then the second half, they score nothing. I'm sorry. I'll play that game that we put out 10 more times straight, and we'll probably win 9 of them. When you got a little bad luck rolling on something, you got a little bad luck rolling on something. No different than when you're riding high, you get those members bounces, you get those good breaks that go your way. Sometimes shit happens. Yeah, Sawyer, I know the Virginia game today is canceled. I was talking about yesterday. Sometimes they don't go your way. The unfortunate breaks don't go your way. It's like when you're fucking golfing and you tee off and you shank it and it hits the damn tree, hits that gigantic oak tree. It's either going to go this way or it's going to go that way. And unfortunately, when you get those breaks, that's out of our control. You hope that they go your way. And in a lot of the games, Toledo laying 7.5, they should have covered that one. They had every opportunity. They played like dog shit late in that game. Virginia, hats off to Syracuse. They played a tough game. Virginia played 0 defense. So, as much as I'd like to say, we're picking bad plays, a lot of these games could have gone either way. And teams not covering or slowing down in the second half when it's been lights out in the first half. Or you're on an over and a team blows another one out. Well, if there's a blowout, generally speaking, it's not going over. Unless it's UConn like last night. But again, one thing that is true, I've always recommended that combo package when it was available because it's not always for sale. The combo package isn't always up there. But when the combo package is up there, it's not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing, that's for sure, because my personal plays have been holding their end of the bargain. Mr. Grover, UCLA on my personal plays. No different. No different. Kansas yesterday for that free play. Up huge at the half. Second half, they let them back in it. We could have very easily lost that game. And then what? It'd have been the same fucking scenario. Is that my fault? Was I out there on the court? No. But one thing is true. What was it, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when I was on vacation and premium plays couldn't lose? It happens. It happens. Bad runs happen. That's why I always tell people, manage your fucking bankrolls. Bet within your means. Because I promise you, if you're managing your bankroll and you're betting properly, does it suck to lose? Fuck yeah, it sucks. It absolutely sucks to lose. I don't minimize losses. I don't think there's anybody in here that hate losing more than I do. Hell, Alex pointing out USC had so many chances to cover last night. It was a $15,000 swing for me if USC covers the game. Because of my straight bet in a parlay. Chef Bear says, I bought picks from different services before Kyle. And the picks I got were always minus 15, minus 16. Some people give out crazy shit. Some people give out that absolute crazy shit. And, but you got to take the highs with the lows. Unfortunately, the lows come with all the winning that we do. It happens. It happens. To all the first timers that have been with us or that have never been with us, it always sucks, But to the people that have been with us, you guys already know we bounce back. Zach says, damn it, Kyle, make your free throws. Come on, man, right? Right? Trust me, if I could get out there making the fucking free throws for us, I would. And it affects both sides. Premium plays, my personal plays, all of that happens. They all go on runs. Soccer goes on runs. Here we are about a month and a half ago, and soccer had a bad week. That's why I always tell people, don't think about this week, think about long term. Because if you're focusing on your long-term aspect of sports betting, what you do this week has no bearing. The monster run that soccer is on this week has no bearing on the outcome of the end of the end of a year. That's just one little cycle and 52 cycles in a year. That's a fact. I can tell you this. The amazing run my personal plays are on, that's just 1 week out of the year. Well, I have news for everybody. There's 52 fucking weeks in a year. So what I do this week in the amazing run, is it fun? Yeah, absolutely, it's fun. The run that soccer's on, is it fun? Fuck yeah, it's fun to cash these tickets. To go 3-0 and keep cashing monster parlays. Is it fun? Yeah. But it's 1 week out of the entire year. It doesn't matter how good I do this week. It matters how good I do for an entire year. And if that's the case, and that's what I want to be judged off of, having a losing week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks of premium plays, then it has no bearing on what we do. Roger, how would you know? No disrespect, how would you know? I played college basketball. You may not think that I'm small here, but I'm 6'3", 240 pounds. And I played for Michigan State. Just kidding. I said that with a straight face. No, I didn't play hoops. I played ice hockey and baseball. But yeah, I probably could have knocked down my free throws because I had a basketball hoop as a kid, and I sat there from the free throw line. We had the basketball court in the last house, so I could hoop it up a little bit. Do I prefer to? No, my right knee is shot. My right knee is shot. I actually need a knee surgery, but I keep... I know J-Rock only 6'3". I'm not even 6'3". 6 foot, baby. I should have said 6'7". No, Nate, I'm only 6 foot. 6 foot. Jared said should have played football, right? That was the only reason I wanted to play football. I didn't know it as a kid. I only played what my dad, put me in as a kid. So being the white kid from Southern California in the suburban city, you play baseball. It's a fact. You play baseball. You played baseball, William S. Hart, for all of you guys in Southern California that know the baseball program. J-Rock's got to add at least 6 inches for the internet, right? I should have said 6'9". But no, I didn't play hoops. But I probably could have knocked down more free throws in some of these games. Juan says there's no need to explain losing to these dummies. Everyone loses. You, my friend, are an amazing capper. You win way more than you lose. It's not about people being dummies. And, I respect everybody's opinion. Our clients, people just, viewing from the outside, looking in, But it's just reality. People come here and some people come here and they expect there to be a miracle made when it comes to games. A couple hairs under 6 foot, right? A couple hairs under 6 foot. And it's reality. You take the good and the bad. What the amazing run we're on this week for just my personal plays alone have no bearing on the outcome of an entire year. Granted, it goes towards the entire year, but how good, I don't want to be judged off of just one good week. Alex says Kyle can't even get out of the truck without dropping a gallon of paint. It was primer, by the way. It was primer. And I didn't drop it. I put it in the... By the way, it's the last time I will ever put a gallon of paint in the back seat. It was actually on the floorboard. But of course, I have had a floor jack back there that I just bought for the Jeep and my bag of tools. So I hadn't unpacked my truck yet, and I put it on there. When I opened the door, it went boop. It's kind of like, when you open your trunk and that can of spaghetti sauce or marinara goes all over the place because it shatters. Yeah, that's what that paint did. Mike says free person play. Kyle is under 6 foot. No, I'm an even Steven 6. I got my height from my mom's side. Them fuckers are all tall. 6'4", 6'6". My dad's side, the Johnsons are the 5'10" ones. Katie says you win way more than you lose. Still the best around. Thank you. Appreciate that. And again, premium plays, they'll have their bounce back. Just like when I was camping, premium plays couldn't lose. Like every premium play won. You know what I mean? Every premium play won. So you have to, and I get it, the people that are just jumping on board and you jumped in during a bad run, that's why we take care of everybody. Muff Lager says, guys, imagine Kyle shooting Shaq-style free throws and sinking them. Right? Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. Nick, I'm going to check on the swag packages. I know I think there's like 50 more that still have to go out. He was out with COVID for a long time. Well, he was out for contract tracing and then came back and out for more contract tracing. Then he came back and then his wife got it, so they sent him out. And then he came back for like a day and then he tested positive. Either he just wanted an extended fucking month and a half or 2-month vacation, whatever it was, or the poor guy just had some really bad luck. But I will check on the remaining ones. But I know I didn't look since last week, and I think there was like 55 or something like that. Belarus soccer, I gotta admit, Lars, the one thing that I wish BetOnline had was Belarus soccer. They had it right in the beginning when sports was coming back, but as soon as the mainstream sports came back, they pulled Belarus soccer because I have to admit, I will gloat and I will brag. We were the kings of Belarus soccer. You could ask everybody in the live chat. We made an absolute shit pile of money during Belarus soccer that it was so flippin' insane. So flippin' insane. Even Five Dimes started limiting me to $100 a play for Belarus soccer, and I had to outsource my bets to be able to put more money on them. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. Remember, Chef Bears has made it F-ton. Jared, I have nothing on that game. I have a play on that game, Randy, so if people want to know about that one, they got to get on board. They got to get on board. Sorry, brother. But we are going to break down some good games today, that's for sure. Remember, soccer. Fast Freddy, I just turned the poll on if you can't hear it spinning now. The spinning wheel is spinning. Chef Bear says, does anybody remember how they were feeling a year ago? I was pissed off because we had that basketball game and we were winning, remember? What was it, St. John's? Thank you, Didi. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Alrighty, so just getting everything up and running. That way we can get our breakdowns going. There's a lot of games today. A lot of games today. Give me 1 second, folks. Jacob Ruff says, Parlay, Michigan, Baylor, and Alabama. Marlo says, feel bad play of the day, all my plays. That's why I post them. Somebody will correct me. I love it. I love it. Jared, do you think Purdue is a live dog today? We'll take a look at that. Virginia got duped. Virginia got duped today, and a positive COVID test kicks them out of the ACC tournament. And unfortunately for Virginia, they don't get to play today, unfortunately. Big John, no, they give you one. You paid for one, they give you a winner. Make sure you bet appropriately. I'm sure the negative comments coming after that reply. Real champ, they will, brother. They will. Oh, yes, game of the week. Thank you, Jesus, for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. Game of the week. Cutoff is noon Eastern time. Jesus says, Kyle, is a 3x3 coming back? I'll find out. I will find out. As far as the Duke future, they haven't been ruled out of the tournament yet, so my futures bet is still pending. And now that Virginia's not playing in the ACC tournament, Virginia's obviously going to get into the tournament. Watch them somehow put Duke in. A King Parlay game of the week is $100. Comes with my guarantee to win. If for some reason we lose, we give you the next one free. I've got futures on Virginia. I've got $2,000 in futures on Virginia to win $50K. So hopefully they're still able to make the tournament, not screw it up. Hopefully. I'd be pissed. That'd be some bad luck right there. That would be some bad luck right there. Mr. Sanchez, thanks for jumping on board the March Madness package, including my plays. Lewis, welcome back for 3 days of my personal plays. Glad to have you back, brother. Just sent them to you. And yes, by the way, soccer. I got them to do for soccer only, at least for soccer only, buy 3 days of the soccer package for $99, and they will give you 3 days free. Buy 3, get 3 for soccer. That is valid until midnight tonight. So, if you miss out, that's going to suck. Now, if you bought it yesterday, I wish I could get it activated today, but I can't. But if you buy it again, you'll be able to get the 6 days on, the 6 days. Reading through the comments. Duke says, amazingly, the Virginia player with COVID is a walk-on that didn't get a uniform yet. Imagine that one. Imagine that one. The walk-on who doesn't even have a uniform tests positive. And their ACC tournament is done. But now watch. Virginia gets into the big dance. And somehow, some way, Duke somehow weasels their way in. I'm telling you. I'd have to say they're a live dog to get in somehow. Penny says, hey, Kyle, do you notice that everybody on YouTube giving personal plays now? Before it was only you, now everybody is copying you. Funny. You know, I'll be honest, I haven't watched anybody's video on YouTube in I don't know how long. But I have heard that. It's actually rather sad. Don't you remember they used to dog us? Oh, they've got premiums and they got personals. That's just a scam. Don't you remember that? Don't you remember the clown used to do that? Don't you remember the clown just, used to do that? Now everybody's knocking us off on what we do. Hey, if you can't beat them, join them, right? Well, I will tell you this. I'm going to have another monster day today. And, I just parlayed the 4 personal plays that I put out. I will tell you this much. A $1,000 4-teamer pays back $11,722. How do I know? Because I just bet it. And to tell you how much confidence I have in premium plays, having a monster bounce back today, which I'm not a big parlay guy. I do them for fun. I'm doing the premiums. And then while I'm at it, I should probably just do a good old 7-teamer. Jared Nichols says 0-3 in hockey. Ouch. What's 0-3? Because pretty sure ours went 2-0. $1,000 3-teamer on the premium plays pays back $5,099. Oh, I just got limited on one of them to 500. Rat suckers. I'll have to try and do it twice if it lets me. Somebody use hammer and pound it. What some whack-ass weasels are knocking me off there. If you guys see them doing that, just so you guys know, you have my full permission to call some of these guys out. By all means. If you see somebody knocking off what we do here, by all means, call them sons of bitches out. All right? Call them out and call them out loudly. You got my full permission. Because we all know where hammer it and pound it and make that easy money came from. And it wasn't anywhere else other than here. It's funny. They used to come in here and make fun of us because I said that, right? Hey, Zeus, yes, sir. Yes, sir, March Madness package, $250. I got one more to put into my 7-teamer. This one's going to be fire right here. Oh, my lordy. My lordy. Ooh. $500 7-teamer. Premiums and personals, I want you to know, pays back $40,455.06. Plus my $500 back. And I want you to know, I just bet it. I just bet it. 7-teamer, all premiums, all my personal plays. Jared, North Ender went 0-3. That's no good. That's no good. Sorry to hear, brother. Peter, welcome back on board for my personal plays. Mr. Robbins, welcome to the combo package. I'll be texting you my personal plays. Real Champ says, Kyle, you're insane. Love. Hey, I bought a boat off of, a 7-0 premium play and personal play day, right? Remember that? Wasn't long ago. Wasn't long ago, just a couple weeks. Welcome. All right, Peter, got you covered. Once I get these games out, we're going to start breaking them down for everybody. When you type welcome back on board and it says welcome back on bird. Woo! I already did, Abraham. I gave you Kansas yesterday. And I gave you another one the day before that. North Ender, Man U cost me a 6-team parlay yesterday. No fucking joke. Cost me a 6-team parlay. Absolutely insane. Fred, ever hit a 7-teamer before? Absolutely. Look at my Twitter. I post them from time to time. I actually hit a 7-teamer. And I bet it many different directions. What did I win that night? 49,000 like 3 weeks ago. Showed copies of all the tickets. I cashed out $42K in 26 minutes at beautiful Bet Online. Jesus, welcome to the combo package. Jesus, I know you already have the soccer package, so we'll add 3 days on top of the combo package for you, or on top of the soccer for you. Jason, welcome to the combo package, or actually the March Madness package with my place. Glad to have you on board. If you're watching, brother, I'll be sending them to you here shortly. One second, folks, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Alrighty. But Jesus, I'll go over your account when we get off the live show and make sure all the days that you signed up for are good to go. All right, folks, logging into everything here. That way we can get everything rocking and rolling. Killer K, what's going on? Killer K in the house. Thanks, Fred. Just double checking everybody's account that signed up yesterday to make sure you guys are getting your plays. And if you guys sign up for that March Madness package and you're not, and you don't have your premium plays or soccer added to your account yet, which everybody should. I believe everybody should. I believe I double checked everybody this morning. You guys all should have it. Okay. Shane, nothing on the board yet. Just been ranting and raving. Thank you, Jesus. I appreciate that. You smoked college basketball, North Ender. That's good. Hopefully that made up. Yeah, man. Well, the way the March Madness package works, and I'll go over that real quick, and then we'll jump straight to the games because there's actually a lot of games that I wanted to touch today. The March Madness package, first of all, the actual tournament package itself is a minimum of 20 games is what you get. We put a guarantee on it of a win rate of 65% or better, or you get a week of premium plays for free. So if you get the minimum of 20 games. Let's just say you got the minimum. And every year, they say the minimum of 20, but you usually always get more. So if you only got 20, you have to go 13-7 or better. If for some reason we went less, 64.999% or less, we didn't do our job, we didn't meet our goal or our guarantee, and so we gave you guys a week of premium plays as a consolation prize. That's the main package for March Madness. That's the fun package. Now, we give a lot of bonuses just for buying the package. For starters, you get to choose either 3 days of premium plays or 3 days of my personal plays or 3 days of the soccer package when you sign up. Like, it'll say right on there, March Madness package including Kyle's personal plays, March Madness package including soccer plays, March Madness package including premium plays. No, you don't get my personal plays for all of the tournament. You get 3 days. We give it to you as, for free. We give you that 3-day package for free. You also get the entire NHL season. So everything between now and the end of the NHL season, you get that as well. And then if you sign up before the end of Sunday at midnight for the March Madness package, you're going to get the NCAA championship package included absolutely free. So that's all you get in the March Madness package. So, absolutely insane March Madness package. And every year, Edward, I looked, that Belarus soccer, that plus 450 just hit. I looked, and unfortunately, BetOnline doesn't offer Belarus soccer, let alone live, or else I was going to hammer it. Brandon, thanks for jumping back on board my personal plays. Edwin as well, thanks for jumping on board the combo package. Got him coming out to you right now, brother. I will have something early for you guys on one of the early games. We'll take a look at some of them. I do want to go over that Mississippi State and Alabama game. That's a given. That is a given. That we're going to take a look at that one next. Brandon, brother, if you're watching, they're coming your way right now. Alrighty. Yeah, Manuel. You get 3 days. You never lose a day. If you have a package, if you already have soccer, let's just say, for instance, you have the soccer package. If you bought the soccer package today, it's buy 3 days, get 3 days free. So if today was your day number 1, and then you also went and you bought the March Madness package today, you would also get 3 days, and you picked the soccer as far as your extra for your March Madness package. You would have your buy 3, get 3, which is 6. You would get 3, so you'd have a total of 9. We don't cheat anybody out of days here. If you buy early, and keep in mind, you could buy the buy 3, get 3 as many times as you want. You could do the buy 3, get 3 as many times as you want. So, you'll never lose a day here. We don't ever we don't ever cheat people out of days. Game of the year looks like a easy winner. You mean game of the week? Now, I will be honest, I've kind of put together my basic bracket so far of where I see things. And we may have an opportunity for one of my personal plays to have a monster college basketball game but it's in the works. I obviously won't know until the tournament starts and all of that. But I seen a couple angles that I really, really, really like on something. So we'll see. We'll wait and see. Once the brackets, the seedings are announced, we'll know. All righty. Don't forget that early bird special for system plays as well. Chapenny says he likes the over on the Alabama game, and that's going to be the first one that we take a look at this morning. That is going to be the first one that we take a look at this morning. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. But I'll be honest with you. We got to clean up this board a little bit. We got to get it ready. First, we got to change it. All right, well, first, we'll delete Kansas minus 145. We'll delete Miami plus the 10. Change that date to the new date, and we'll get ready to rock and roll, folks. As you can see, that poll is spinning, and we will be winning. As I log into everything, and man, I can tell you, I really like the games that we put out today. I really like the games that have been presented to us today, the board that we have today. I absolutely love them. I think the board that we have today is one of the better boards that we have this week. And let me tell you, it's going to be fire. It's going to be fire this week. Let's see here. And remember, the cutoff for my game of the week is noon Eastern time. Okay? Is noon Eastern time. Just a reminder. If you're on it, log in. That way you don't miss anything, okay? Lars, can we bet on Division I Danish soccer? What time is the game time? I believe they had it. I thought they had it. I'd have to go back and take a look. Got Denmark. What's the teams? I'll take a look to see if it's there. Jesus, let's bet on table tennis. It's like our Tijuana Turtles. It's like our Tijuana Turtles. $7 p.m. Euro time. I'm sorry, that does me no good. I don't even know what time it is in Europe right now, that's for sure. All right, we're going to jump into the games. I don't know if they have that game or not. I'm trying to see real quick if they have that game, but I don't see it. Swiss. Yeah, they have it. Denmark division. Denmark first division. Helsingør plus 100. Starts at 11. Is that the play? Is that your play of the day? Five hours time difference. Sounds about right. It's 11 o'clock. No, it's a lot more than 5 hours time difference because that's at 11 my time, which would be 1 p.m. Eastern time. So 6 hours time difference. No, you were close. You were close. Wade, do I do any betting on golf? I do occasionally. We've been known to have a couple big future bets cash in golf. I can't say that I have any outstanding bets in golf right now, though. I have none out there right now. It's been a little while. Been a minute since we bet some golf. Manuel, thanks for jumping on board the March Madness package, including the soccer. I will make sure that you have access to the soccer real quick. Make sure that you have access to it, brother. All right. Let me double check that. Give me 1 second here. All right, man. Well, I just added the soccer package to it. That way you have access to it. And that way you don't miss anything. Shane, I'll be honest. There could be a potential to have an absolute shit pile of games bet today. There's so many games that I like that it's almost scary. Mr. Testa, I see you signed up for my personal plays. I'm sending them to you right now if you're watching. And then we got to break down these games. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the Mississippi State-Alabama game. That is the one coming up. That one starts in 29 minutes. Good old Alabama, little SEC tournament matchup. Renault, what's going on? Says Sly Fox. Sorry, I am late for class again, bro. You're the guru of what you call on some of these games. I appreciate that. Oh, and to the person I forgot to read the comment that put the $100 on the Minnesota and Miami moneyline parlay. It was fun. It was fun to root it on, that's for sure. I did the $1,000 one. Alrighty, so Mississippi State, Alabama coming in. Alabama laying the 8. Mississippi State catching the 8 over and under 142. You know, and before I jump into this one, I did say and tell everybody that I would show my ticket from Kansas yesterday. Somebody actually questioned me if I actually bet it yesterday. And somebody texted me questioning me if I actually bet it. I said that I would. Be happy to show off my Kansas money line tickets. And you can see where I single-handedly pushed the line from 146 to 148 and then to 149. Yeah, that's a screenshot right out of my BetOnline account. I always love it when people don't believe me and then they're like, damn, this fool won $5,000 on Kansas yesterday. Kansas, baby. Kansas yesterday. Now, today's a whole different story. They coming in at +1 and they're a dog today, or +1.5. You know, might be a whole different tune today. But hey, here's my tickets from yesterday, courtesy right on BetOnline. You know, you want to start betting with people that actually bet, you're in the right flipping place. Right flipping place. CT72, did you, let me double check that I texted the right number. I did not. Some random person that's one digit off from you just got some great games. All right, they're coming your way right now. And I appreciate you signing up. Now you should have them. Hey, some people don't believe that I actually bet, you know, and I get it. You know, and here's the thing. Let's be honest. Before we break down this game in a 2-minute little cycle here, let's be honest. Would it be easy to believe that somebody in the sports betting world didn't actually bet? Fuck yeah, it would be. Why? Because there's no other service out there that bets. Now, there's the bozos out there that bet the Super Bowl and they show off a $10,000 ticket on the Super Bowl. That's it. But there's no, and maybe 1 or 2 other times a year. Let's see, that's 2 days in a row I've shown you tickets for $5,000. 2 straight days. On Twitter and the live show. So it'd be very easy for somebody that got burned from another service to watch our live show and be like, dude, this guy's not betting. This guy's not betting the games. It would be very easy to believe that somebody in my situation wasn't betting the games. But I love showing them and making you guys a believer. You guys could actually see. You get to bet the same games that I do. Whereas you may only have $5 or $50 or shit, maybe you got $50,000 on it. But you get to bet alongside somebody that had a decent amount of money on a game to be able to win $5K. 29.20, 29.60, and 14.90. So do the math. Roughly 7,500 out in risk on one bet to win $5K. No other service can come online on live YouTube and say that they're doing that every single day. But you guys get to be a part of it. Alrighty. We'll take a look at that Ohio State game too. Ohio State and Purdue. We'll take a look at that one. We'll try and take a look at Florida and Tennessee. We'll take a look at that Cincinnati and SMU game. We made some money on Cincinnati. Bearcat not down the other day. Will they be down today? We'll find out. We'll try and bounce around and see what we can do. All right, so take a look, guys. The Bulldogs from Mississippi State out of Starksville finished the regular season 14-13, 8-10 in conference play. They're now 15-13 after beating Kentucky yesterday. Oh my God. Bye, Kentucky. Bye, Kentucky. Bye, Kentucky. I gotta say, I was a little shocked at that outcome. Okay, a lot of shocked. They got by 74-73. Alabama, the Crimson Tide, 21-6 on the regular season, 16-2 in conference play. Their only conference losses came by way of Arkansas back on February 24th, which was their last loss, as well as Missouri on February 6th. They draw Mississippi State. They beat them by 5 in their last meeting. Last Sunday on the 27th, they beat them 64-59. They weren't done there. They beat them earlier in the season by 8, 81-73. Can they do it a third time to advance? Can they do it again? We're going to find out. Numbers on this one as we went over. Alabama laying the 8, minus $1.10. Mississippi State catching the 8, total over and under 142. First half numbers, Alabama laying 4.5 with a total over and under 67. When you start diving into this game using conference play only numbers, Alabama, that number 1 defense in the SEC, yes, Alabama, based on numbers and adjusted efficiencies, has the number 1 defense in all of the SEC. Number 3 overall in the entire country. And they have the number 2 SEC offense as well. Take a look at offensive output. Take a look at Mississippi State. 49.1% from the field. 33.3% from three-point range. 48.8% conversion of all their two-point plays. Every jump shot, layup, dunk. And then you've got Bama. That number 2 offense in the SEC. Number 1 at shooting. 52.7% success rate. The number 1 3-ball shooting team in the SEC at 37.8%, 49.1% conversion of all their two-point plays, and they're a 73% free throw shooting team compared to Mississippi State that shoots 67% from the charity stripe. When you look at that turnover rate, Mississippi State's turnover rate is dead last in the SEC, 23%. They're turning the ball over almost 1 out of every 4 trips. Not even 1 out of every 5. Almost 1 out of every 4. It's like 1 out of every 4.5 trips down the court. They're turning it over to the other team. Alabama limits theirs down to 19%. Offensive rebounding rate, Alabama a little less than 31%. Mississippi State coming in just a smidge under 33%. It's the one thing on offense that they actually do exceptionally well, and that's get offensive rebounds and second look opportunities. Now, 2-foul participation. Both teams will participate. Alabama in at 27%. Mississippi State 21.9%. For everybody that doesn't know what the 2-foul participation is, it's a coaching strategy. It's a coaching style. It's how they allow their players to play once they reach 2 fouls in the first half. Because generally speaking, college, you reach that second foul, boom, you're on the bench the rest of the first half. Doesn't matter how much time's left. However, the 2-foul participation, what that number is, let's just say, for instance, in this game, okay, for Michigan, I'm looking at the score, Michigan down 5-2. For Alabama, let's just say Jordan Bruner picks up 2 fouls at the 10-minute mark. We'll use the 10-minute mark because that's easy math purposes for everybody. So if the center out of Alabama picks up 2 fouls at the 10-minute mark, Alabama will participate in the 2-foul participation about 27.5% of the time. What that means is for 27.5% of the remaining minutes available, Nate Oates, who's the coach for Alabama, will allow his kids to play with 2 fouls. So if there's 10 minutes remaining and 27.5%, they're getting basically just a little less than 3 minutes of playing time remaining in the first half. Now, why is that important? Why is it important for us to track the 2-foul participation protocol? Why is it important? How can it benefit us? Why do I put so much emphasis on this one stat? Well, for starters, it helps the first half. If a team is playing in it, and they're in it a lot, a 40 percentile, and another team is not participating in it, it gives more offensive opportunities for the team that's not in it. it gives less defensive opportunities for the team that is participating in it. If the kids out of Alabama pick up 2 fouls early and they're still left in the game because they pick up 2 fouls really early, do you really think they're going to dive at a loose ball foul? Or, a loose ball, risking a loose ball foul? Do you think they're going to swat at a loose ball and risk that, third foul early in the first half? No, absolutely way. It's going to create more easy buckets, more points, generally speaking, and less defenses. And when you get 2 teams that participate in it, you generally have a much higher scoring game. And I say generally because it's not always the case. Sometimes it doesn't happen. All right? Sometimes they don't pick. And remember, it's all based on, players picking up 2 fouls early. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Hold on 1 second. So the 2 foul participation in this scenario, 27% for Alabama, 22% for Mississippi State. 20% is usually the cutoff where you really start to see something. Anything more than that is where you really see a benefit. Now, what this could do, create more scoring opportunities in the first half. That first half total of 67 could be in play going over. But you got to take a look at Alabama's defense. Alabama's defense, ranked first in the SEC, ranked third overall in all of Division I, holding teams to a very low 43.8% shooting, holding teams to 25.9% three-point shooting, holding teams to 45.9% shooting from 2-point range, creating turnovers at a rate of 21%. Mississippi State's defense, they're no slouchy either. They're holding teams to 46.4% shooting overall, 31.4% shooting from 3-point range. I can see a defensive game here, even with the 2 foul participation. The numbers don't lie when it comes to that. However, there's no denying Alabama is an insanely fast team. Fastest in the SEC, number 2 overall in the entire country at pace of play. As far as it goes, I'd have to say, as much as I like the over in this situation, as much as I want to be able to rock the over in this situation, the total being 142, in their last meeting, there was 123 points. In their first meeting, there was 154. I would have to say that if I did anything on the total, I lean the under. You got 2 teams that are solid defensively. Mississippi State struggles offensively. Alabama does not. I can see Alabama having a big game here. Now, they've already beat them twice. It's hard to get that third win, most people say. Not always the case when your talent level and it's lopsided. As far as Alabama winning, I think Alabama wins. As far as Alabama covering, I think they have a very good opportunity to cover today. I do have a strong lean on Alabama laying the 8. I can see them blowing out Mississippi State. Not saying that that's what's going to happen and I don't have, a dollar on it. But I can see Alabama blowing them out. And when you get a blowout, the games go under. Generally speaking, unless it's UConn last night, which I predicted and said they'd have 80-plus points. So I do lean towards the under. And you can actually get 142 and a half minus $1.14, which is what's standard on the underside. So I do lean towards the under, and I do like Alabama. Alabama laying 4.5 in the first half. Could be good. Fast-paced team if they get out to a fast start. I could see that being a viable option. I could see that one being a viable option. Maryland up 12-6. Make that 12-8 and go into the line for a 3-point play for the and one by Michigan. Michigan is currently live laying 3. Oh, never mind. That's Maryland. I got it so far away. I got it on the screen over here. Maryland going for the 3-point play. Michigan is now laying 3. Down 8. J-Rock, it's over. It's a wrap. End it now. Way too early. Way too early for that one. All right, so game of the week. You guys got 10 minutes to get on board and then cutoffs. We need to jump into some more breakdowns because I can't go live for too much longer. We do have a members-only live show at 2:30 Eastern time. So I want to fly through some of these breakdowns for everybody, okay? I want to be able to fly through some of these. So next one, Ohio State and Purdue. So if I ignore you, it's nothing personal. I just want to try and get through as many of these as we can today for you guys. North Ender, basketball is a roller coaster, right? Probably be 10 more lead changes. Unless Michigan just gets blown out. Raymond, I said I liked Alabama laying the 8 and the under. But again, I don't have anything on it. All right, Purdue, Ohio State. Ohio State coming in laying 1 minus $1.10. Purdue +1 minus 103 on the money line. Or you can get them at +1 minus $1.10. Over and under set at 139. First half numbers, Ohio State laying 0.5 with a first half total of 65. The old Buckeyes getting a win yesterday against Minnesota 79-75 after losing 4 straight to end the season. Against Michigan, Michigan State, Iowa, and Illinois. We did have that nice big lean on Minnesota plus the points yesterday. Ronald, I hear you there, brother. Purdue, 18-8 on the year, guys. Ending the regular season on a 5-game win streak, beating Michigan State, Nebraska, Penn State, Wisconsin, and Indiana. They get Ohio State today. Team they beat by 2 back on January 19th, 67-65. They also beat them 67-60 back on December 16th. Beat them twice. Can they do it a third time, or can Ohio State continue to press forward? Take a look at the numbers here. First of all, we all know Ohio State has a very quality offense. Number 2 there in the Big Ten. Hitting 53.7% from the field, 36.4% from 3-point range, 53% conversion of all their 2-point plays, and 77%, the number 1 free throw shooting team in the Big Ten Conference at 77%. Purdue, on the other hand, 49.9% shooting, 30.7% conversion from 3-point range, 52% conversion of their 2-point plays, and they're a 72.8% free throw shooting team. Both participate in the 2-foul participation protocol 21% of the time. About a full inch height advantage for the kids out of Purdue over Ohio State. I know Ohio State had their little skid. I know they've had 2 tough games against Purdue already, losing by 2. Where did it go? Losing by 2 at home and losing by 7 on the road. Here they are, neutral site game. There's no denying the aspect that good old Purdue was rolling. When the season ended, Purdue was rolling on a nice 5-game win streak. As far as this one goes, Ohio State was riding the suck bus on a 4-game losing streak after being, 7 straight wins? 10 out of their last 11. Then they ran into Michigan and they derailed them. They struggled to put away Minnesota, but Minnesota is definitely a team that can cause problems for a lot. Keep in mind, Purdue lost to Minnesota 71-68 in their first meeting. They beat them 81-62, or excuse me, their second meeting. They beat them 81-62 in their second meeting. Yeah, Raymond, just log into your YouTube account. Dan says Purdue is the hotter team, no doubt. I'd have to say hotness disappears when you enter the conference tournament and you haven't played a game in 6 days. I'd have to say the hotness wears off. I'd have to say the hot team, in my opinion, would be the team that played yesterday and got a win. The other team hasn't, played a game in 6 days, but if you're going on schedule on paper, yeah, no doubt about it, Purdue is the hotter team. Purdue is definitely the hotter team. As far as this one goes, you have Ohio State laying 1 or minus $1.17 on the money line. I think the offense on Purdue, the offense of Ohio State against the defense of Purdue, which is ranked third in the conference. Obviously, Ohio State's defense will be a liability. But I think when it's all said and done, that excellent shooting from Ohio State, from everywhere on the court, from out deep, down low, to the charity stripe at 77%, I think free throws are going to be the biggest difference in this game. So with that aspect, go Buckeyes, go. And this one starts in 2 hours from now. Now, I don't have a big wager on it. It's a smaller play. It's a smaller play for everybody. However, we still hit our smaller plays. I got this one for a sixth of what I have, generally speaking, on a personal play or a premium play. I will put it up on the board as well as show it off. But the way that I bet Ohio State is I took them on the money line minus $1.17. You can lay 1 minus $1.10, or you can just take the money line for 7 cents more. So let's put that up on the board. Whoa, crashing into the TVs. Actually, I don't. If you guys don't know what this means, well, then we got to teach you. But Ohio State on the money line minus $1.17. One second here, folks. Get you guys all rolling. Here. And there's a copy of the ticket. I got it in there for you guys. You guys can see. That we're ready to rock and roll and have a good old time. So make sure you guys bet that one before that line moves. We'll jump into another breakdown. In 1 second, folks. Todd, thanks for jumping on board. Glad to have you, brother. I know you're brand new to the website, brand new to my personal play, so I'm sending them to you right now if you are watching. Alrighty. Make sure I'm sending them to the right person. All right, now how do we get back to the main screen here? Whoops, 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 whoops. Wrong button. Wrong button. There's the board one more time for you guys. Ohio State money line on the board. J-Rock says he's got Ohio State 100-60. Woo! I like it. TJ 49ers, I just sent you a text message, brother. Glad to have you on board. Welcome aboard. Welcome on board. All righty. Next one that we're going to do, because we got to jump through these, we're going to take a look at that Florida and Tennessee game. Give me 1 second, folks. And if you're on my personal plays and you haven't got them, you better send me a text message. Yeah, Danny Daniels, Virginia is canceled. The Virginia game is canceled. We went over this earlier. They got duped. A walk-on that hasn't even received a uniform tested positive for COVID. Alrighty, so next game that we're going to do. The next game that we're going to do that Florida and Tennessee game. Where's Thomas? The biggest Tennessee fan in here. If you guys haven't already done so, definitely smash that thumbs up button. As Lars just said, hit it and do it now. Make me proud, baby. Come on. Make us proud. Make us proud. Raymond says, Florida might cover. Kyle, just my opinion. Big broke, especially maybe first half. Yeah, walk on and supposedly never even got a uniform. Tell me that shit ain't strange. Tell me that shit ain't strange. You know what I mean? I don't know, folks. That I don't know. And yes, soccer, buy 3 days, get 3 days free. That is valid for today and today only. You don't want to miss out on that. Where'd my live chat go? We lost our live chat. There we go. There we go. Michigan down 21-15. About to be more. Alrighty. Florida coming in and look at this numbers. Plus 4.5. Tennessee laying 4.5. Total set over and under 133. First half numbers. Tennessee laying 2.5. With a first half total of 62.5 points. Rich says they did the COVID test first and then made him be the walk-on. Right? He's probably not even on a roster. Probably not even on a roster. All righty. looking at the game, Florida 14-8 on the year. Actually 13-8, 9-7 in conference play. 14-8 after their win over Vandy, beating them 69-63 yesterday. They get Tennessee today, who finished the regular season with a win over Florida, 65-54 at home, 17-7. Here they are getting them again today. They were 10-7 in conference play. They lost in the beginning of the season, but that was definitely a different Florida team. When you take a look at the numbers, and I'm going through these fast and emphasizing just on key numbers for the fact that I want to be able to get through a couple of these for you guys. You get Florida, who's hitting 52.3% from the field. Quality offensive numbers, 34% from out deep, 52.9% conversion of all their two-point plays, and a 74.6% free throw shooting team. They do not participate in the two-foul participation. They're less than 1%. Tennessee doesn't participate either, just 4% there. Tennessee struggles in some aspects on offense, 48.5% shooting overall, 31.9% from three-point range, 48.9% conversion of all their two-point plays, and a 71.7% free throw shooting team. You know, one of the reasons why their offense even has a higher ranking as they do is because they limit turnovers on offense to 18.8%, which is over 2% better than what Florida does. But again, when you're talking just a 1 or 2% difference over the course of a game, it shouldn't make that much of a difference. Maybe one extra turnover, which could be the deciding factor of covering the spread or not when it's all said and done, though. Height advantage, no real height advantage when it comes to both of these teams. When you take a look at the offense versus defense and the pace of play, Tennessee's defense stands out. They're holding teams to 47.7% shooting, 33.7% conversion from three-point range. When you look at the numbers, while they may be in the green, they're not that impressive. They're still allowing teams to shoot 33.7% from three-point range. However, them limiting teams to 46%. I look to see how they handle Florida in this situation. Pace of play in this one. Tennessee, 17.3 seconds on average. Florida, 16.9 seconds. Tennessee does play that defense, no doubt about it. But you got to keep in mind, they're playing defense against teams like Vandy, South Carolina, Georgia, Kentucky, which really hasn't been an issue this year, Mississippi State. When they've played teams that have a quality number, for instance, Alabama, they lost 71-63. Florida, they already lost once too. Missouri, 73-64. The Mississippi game was a super low-scoring game against Ole Miss. LSU, 78-65, 143 points in that one. Auburn, 77-72. When you get a quality game or a quality opponent on offense, there's generally a lot more scoring going. As far as this one goes, I don't see it being a low-scoring game, but I don't see it, being a 150-point game. I can see this game creeping over the total. I do lean towards the over in this one, over 133. But again, it's just a lean for everybody that doesn't know. A lean is something we're just leaning on, all right? A lean is a lean. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be firing on it. But as far as the side goes, I think any time Florida is playing, they're a live dog. I don't have a dollar on this one, but I would lean towards Florida plus the 4.5. And that's not to say that they're going to win outright. I think Tennessee definitely gives them a big battle. I think there's going to be a lot more up and down the court than a lot of people are predicting. I think the over 133, I think that's low. I think the line should be about 137, 138 in my opinion. So I'll take the difference. I do lean towards the 133 though. So flying through some of these breakdowns. We're going to take a look at the Cincinnati game next. Good old Bearcat down. Or is it going to be a Mustang down today? We rode the Cincinnati in their last game to a nice victory. That we did. Their game against ECU, beating them 82-69. They were up big, even bigger than that. Rich says that barbershop poll is roaring. That it is. That it is. Jay Pence says Minnesota plus the 11.5 was almost an outright win. Same thing with the Miami plus the points yesterday. I had $1,000, which paid back $26,000 if it would have hit. Shoulda, flipping, coulda, woulda on that one. Let me tell you, I was praying. South Florida opening up 6-0 run to start the game. Michigan trying to battle back in it. Take a look at Cincinnati, guys. 10-10 on the year to end the regular season. 8-6 in conference play. Last time, and they ended up this end of their season winning, beating ECU. They've had a nice little run lately. They've won 7 out of their last 10 games. They did beat SMU earlier in the year, 76-69, back on January 7th. As Nathan said, Bearcat up, Bearcat up. SMU, guys, the Mustangs, 11-4 on the year, 7-4 in conference play. Ended up winning against Tulsa and ECU to end the regular season. They get Cincinnati today, guys. American Athletic Conference tournament game. When you take a look at the numbers, first of all, I'm going to throw with Cincinnati a lot of these numbers out of the equation because they had a very poor first half of the season. And it's definitely affected their stats. But we'll read them. We'll go over them. I take them with a grain of salt. I look to see what Cincinnati's been doing recently. And it's been a lot different. All right. Cincinnati, 49.5% from the field, 33.6% conversion of all their three-point plays, 48.9% conversion of all their two-point plays, and a 67% free throw shooting team. When you're looking at SMU, guys, they hit 50% from the field, 32% from out deep. They're excellent with all their two balls, 52.3%. Number one in the AAC as well in that stat, 69.7%. Two foul participation shouldn't be a factor for either team. SMU in it for 5%. Cincinnati in it for 18%, which, you know, shouldn't be a real big factor there. When you look at the numbers in this one, Cincinnati comes in at plus 5.5. SMU laying 5.5. You've got the total over and under 143. As far as the total goes, I'm going to steer real far away from the total on this one, but I'm going to focus in on Cincinnati because not only am I going to focus it, but I'm going to hammer the snot out of it. All right? Bearcat up, plus the points today. Cincinnati plus 5.5. I'm going to take them today. I think they've been playing exceptionally well to end the regular season. We saw it in their last game. Wichita State's still putting on their shoes, but they'll put them on here shortly. Get that on the board. Cincinnati plus the 5.5. Cincinnati plus the 5.5 at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys bet it. Make sure you guys bet it. All right, I saved that specifically for all my friends and family here in the live chat. Yes, Dan, thank you for pointing that out about SMU. I forgot to mention that. They haven't played since the 8th of February. Over a month. Over a month, folks. Okay? Over a month. Bearcat up, Bearcat up, Bearcat up, baby. All right, so that is what I have to start the day today. All right? We will be live in 2 hours and 18 minutes, hopefully. I haven't heard from FC this morning, but he is supposed to be with us today. If I have to extend it and delay it, I will. Or if I got to bring his ass on tomorrow morning, I will. But I'm definitely trying to get old FC on the phone with us today. He is currently at the UFC Apex Center conducting weigh-ins and all of that. So it's strictly dependent on his schedule because he can't break away from that. He's got to pay attention to that and the interviews and all of that stuff to be able to wrap up his fight picks. So I'm not going to bug him too much, but I am going to reach out and make sure that we're still on schedule. And if for some reason we're not, then I'll see if I can bring him on either later in the day or maybe tomorrow as well. Laura, Cincinnati is something I saved specifically for the live show. All right, folks, I got to run. It's something designed for you guys. It didn't go out as a personal play. I like it just as much as a personal play, though, if that's what you're asking. I saved it specifically for you guys. All right, folks. Bearcat up, baby. And I will see you guys all for the Members Only Live show. Remember, click that join button and come join us for the Members Only Live show. And I will see you guys all very, very soon, all right? Good luck to everybody, please. Wager, 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 wager responsibly. And don't do anything stupid, all right, guys? Alabama up 10-4, 14 points scored in the first 15 minutes. Good luck, everybody. Remember, soccer, buy 3 days, get 3 days free. You still have, over 2 hours before our first soccer game. You have 2 hours and 15 minutes before our first soccer game. Good luck, everybody. Oh, you can't even see me. I'm all pointing to you guys, so good luck, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys all live for the Members Only Live show. Good luck, everybody.